There's people out there talking about how women are supposed to behave, how women are supposed to act, what it's like to be ladylike, how to walk, the things to say and not to say, how to present ourselves or not present ourselves. This is what a lady does, or this is what a lady of a certain age does or wears or behaves. And I say, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm 49, and I'll be damned if someone's going to tell me what I can or cannot wear because of my age. So I'm wearing 2 mix match earring. Is that just for young people? I don't know. Does that make me young? I'm wearing a little fluffled top with my belly showing. Is that just for young people? Is that for just skinny people? Because I'm definitely not skinny. I have spent a lifetime of deconstructing beliefs I had about myself, or about how I'm supposed to show up in the world, or what it means to be a woman, or even the anti-woman, the dream, manic pixie dream girl, the rebel. I'm not going to wear pink. I'm not going to shave my legs or my armpits. I'm going to go rebel against the things that society tells me to be feminine. Well, I'm done doing that too. I shaved for the first time in 4 years, I think. And before that, I only shaved a handful of times. Look at this. No hair here. My legs, or at least my calves, shaved. That's my rebellion now. Saying I'm going to do what I want to do because that's what I want to do, because this is what I want to wear. I like dressing feminine, and at other times I don't. Other times I actually like to dress pretty masculine. I don't consider myself any particular kind of label except for me, Lorraine, or Lorraine Bow. I go by a lot of different things. You see, what I value is freedom. You don't have to value that, but that's what I value. And what I find is most people, particularly most women, crave freedom. The freedom to be you, whoever that is. And that can change from moment to moment, from day to day. But without these rules, that's why we see the rules of polite society become so lax over the years. There's some purpose to them in certain occasions, but for the most part, when I'm operating just as Lorraine in my life, I don't want to feel like there's a bunch of rules and restrictions and ways that I need to be in order to be approved of, in order to be okay. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't also fall into that trap of that thinking about what other people will think and how this is going to come across, and is this good for my age and my size and all of that. I think that's normal. That's natural. But I have the self-awareness to check myself and ask myself, who am I doing this for? Am I doing it for someone else? I do have a certain amount of formality around me where I feel like certain occasions, certain events require a certain level of presentation. So I will dress up or dress down based on those things that I've created in my mind are appropriate. I dress up for a wedding. I dress up when I go to my spiritual center. If I were to meet the president, I would dress up. If I were to meet the Dalai Lama, I would probably dress in something more flowy. If I were to meet a powerful business titan, I would probably wear something more structured, because that's what feels appropriate for me. And is that my conditioning? Yeah, it is. Yet it's also my desire, because if I'm meeting someone, I want to come across a certain way. I know the importance of first impressions. And so I will want to come across a certain way. I want to come across professional. I want to dress like the natives do and not like a tourist. When I get on client calls, particularly first sessions with them, I think about, how am I coming across? I want to come across a certain way for them so that they feel safe, so that they feel that they're in good hands. But that's my choice. I don't feel like I have to, because it's a rule that some other person is putting out there. And I feel like having more of a sense of appropriateness would be beneficial. So that's my chameleon-like characteristics.